Good day everyone, I am Hatice Kübra Memiş, a PhD candidate at the Institute of Arab and Islamic Studies in Exeter. I will present one of my thesis section, which is about understanding science as a source for Islamic knowledge, a case study of a Nuṭfa in Tafsīr. Today, I would like to discuss the discourse of Islam and science, which has gained attention in recent times. I'll present the extension of relationship between science and Islam in Tafsīr, specifically the extent to which commentators have used the data of science in interpreting the Nuṭfa mentioned in the Qur'an. With this purpose, my presentation divided into these 4 sections. Muslim sources support acquiring scientific knowledge and seeing natural phenomena as signs of God's creation. Science is considered a religious virtue, and thus it is a fard kifaya of Muslim societies. Also, there are many scientific instruments inscribed with Quranic references. However, ongoing debates in tafsirs and other writings show significant variations in interpretation of verses influenced by factors such as geography, religion, culture, and prevailing scientific knowledge. In the last few decades, a subgenre of tafsir called ijaz al-ilmi has gained popularity. This subgenre focuses on demonstrating the scientific miracles of Qur'an in various domains, including embryology, by utilizing scriptural references to support the scientific authenticity of the Qur'an. One of the goals of this genre is to incorporate modern medical knowledge about human embryology and demonstrate how Islamic religious texts predicted it hundreds of years ago in a miraculous manner. 2 Quranic passages, Surah Al-Hajj verse 5 and Surah Al-Mu'minun verse 13, which many Muslim jurists consider them in direct relevance to the issue of beginning of human life. In this context, I examined the verses with reference to the attitudes of the mufassirs towards science over time and space. 10 works were chosen based on a variety of methodologies: time, space, language, and method. In terms of time, my study contains from 10th century to present, also from different Muslim geographies. Also, I diversify my primary sources in terms of their relations to method and languages, such as Sunni to Shia and Arabic and Turkish. These tafsirs are analyzed by considering their periods into 3 categories: classic, pre-modern, and modern. The purpose of using these commentaries is to present a wide range of classical and modern commentators' works on Quranic verses, mainly by leading the readers through contextual content. Therefore, this comparative research will contribute valuable information to the existing knowledge on the creation of human beings in the Quran and indicate that there are any historical changes in tafsirs throughout the years. While the mufassirs interpreted the word Nuṭfa in these 2 verses as Nuṭfa or sperm in the classical and pre-modern period, but they defined it as a fertilized egg or zygote in modern period. By looking at the interpretation of these 2 verses, it can be compared that from Al-Tabari to the Diyanat, mufassirs have started to use the data of science more in their commentaries, while classical mufassirs stated that these verses highlight the oneness and omnipotence of God. In addition to this understanding, modern commentators have tried to prove the accuracy of Islam and Quran to show that the foundation of Islam is divine, and with it, Islam is compatible with science. As a result, when I examine the tafsir works from a historical approach, I can say that science and religion are gradually gotten engaged over the years, while every mufassirs use their own time data. Nowadays, science is advanced, thus modern mufassirs have innovatively influenced these developments and used the information which is provided by science to understand the Quran. With this purpose, Ijaz al-Ilmi genre is more popular than before among the tafsir works. Furthermore, there is no sharp distinction between Sunni and Shia mufassirs in terms of understanding of these two verses. On the other hand, classical and modern mufassirs have slightly different understanding of the term. Presumably, the development of science is influencing modern mufassirs. These lead to the Muslim jurists differing in their views concerning the embryo issues. It may be also worthwhile to conduct further research to understand the changing historical science-religion relations through the translations of the Qur'an literature. Thank you for listening me.